It's time to start doing what's right for you. There are people that know deep down that they haven't figured something out about themselves, and they want to know what it is, but they don't want to make the effort to find out. So I believe that if there's something you don't know about yourself, you have to experiment. You have to try different things. You have to sort of just go out there and test the field, see what happens, see if it helps you understand more about yourself. You know, whether that's isolation physically, isolation in terms of social media, whatever you have to do it. That is my belief. Even for me, there are times when I'm thinking, you know what, there are certain things about myself that I want to understand better so that I can control myself better. There are things that I'd like to understand more. When I truly don't understand something to the extent that I'd like to, I try and go into some form of isolation. That's my method. Whether that's physical, social, I try it. I recommend even going on a long walk. That's what I'm going to do. Going on a long walk by yourself. Go to the park, go into woodland area, nature, and just go for a walk by yourself. Take some food, take some water, and go by yourself. Don't always have to surround yourself with people. I think that's part of the problem. You can't understand parts of yourself if you're not by yourself. If you're always around people, you're never going to be able to truly understand things that you don't actually understand. What I'm saying is, it's time to put yourself first. It's time to just say no to things. Put certain things behind you for the minute. Put things to a stop. There are certain things that can wait. There are certain things that if people truly care about you, if people really value you, they can wait, because you are what matters right now, and your understanding and your own well-being is what's considered really important. You've got to put yourself at the top. When it comes to understanding yourself, you've got to put yourself at the top, because if you can't understand yourself and you can't understand how you work, how are you going to be able to understand how other people work? And how are you going to be able to understand how to help them if they need help, how to be around them, how to be a good friend? How can you be a good friend to people and understand people and be a good person if you can't understand yourself and you're not willing to put in the actual effort to figure it out? So my recommendation is, do whatever it takes. Do whatever you need to do. It's time to do this for yourself. It's time to come off social media for a while. It's whatever it is. It's time to go in your own physical isolation. You know, whether that's 2 weeks of not hanging out with people, not going out for any reason other than to do your own stuff, shopping, gym, whatever it is, lectures, but completely restricting yourself from friends. I think that once you do that, once you try and experiment with different things, you'll understand that your body starts to react in a certain way. Your mentality will start to react in a certain way, and you start to see how it makes you feel. You start to understand, because when you're by yourself, and this is what I believe, if you sit on a rock by yourself for long enough, you're going to start to find out who you truly are. But it only happens if you decide to do it. You've got to actually do a bit of separation. Set yourself apart a little bit. Go on those long walks. I recommend that. Go on long walks by yourself. They really do help you find another part of yourself. Long walks. Don't listen to music either. Take just a bag, food and water, and go. Whether it's raining, you know what? I don't give a fuck if it's raining. Go on that walk anyways. Don't use it as an excuse. Go. And just figure out who you are. Even if you know who you are and it's just something small you want to understand. I'm telling you, isolation, putting in that sort of effort to be completely alone for a certain amount of time, it really helps you. It really gives you something inside you that's hidden a chance to reveal itself. Because when you're around people all the time, think about it like this. There are certain parts of you that are restricted. There are certain parts of you that are put down into the subconscious. You don't show your true full self in front of everybody. But if you're isolated and you're by yourself for a given amount of time, and not just indoors because you're trapped indoors, you need to let your mind breathe when you're by yourself as well. So outside, going on long walks by yourself, that part of you that was restricted, that was hidden in your subconscious, may not happen on the same day, but it will slowly start to emerge. Maybe the second day, maybe the third day, it starts to emerge more and more, and you start to find out more about yourself. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I recommend you do something like that too. It won't work on the first day. It's not going to happen just like that, but it's more likely to happen than staying with your friends and staying around people. You've got to put it in. You've got to be willing to actually put in that effort to understand yourself, because why would you not want to understand yourself? If you don't put in effort to know yourself truly and properly, then how are you going to understand other people? How are you going to understand your family? How are you going to understand relationships? How are you going to form friendships if you can't even understand yourself? Start doing things for yourself. Put yourself first so that you can help other people and be around other people properly after. Peace.